Which Korean actors can speak perfect English? These 18 Korean actors have surprisingly fluent English skills, and we've got the proof. From interviews to Hollywood roles, their accents and fluency will shock you. Have you heard your favorite actor speak English yet? 18. Ji-hyun.
You want this war?
Everyone wants it.
I see there's a reason behind this. A reason driving this war.
Ji-hyun, also known as Jun, is not just Korea's rom-com queen. She's also surprisingly fluent in English. She adopted the name Jun early in her career to appeal to global audiences and has studied English extensively to prepare for international projects and endorsements. While she hasn't lived abroad long-term, Ji-hyun gained real English experience through global press tours, interviews, and her Hollywood debut.
Show me your true form, again.
What do you want to see?
The demon who murdered my father.
In 2006, she starred in Blood, The Last Vampire, performing entirely in English, proof that she can handle major roles in another language. She's also spoken English during international interviews, and while promoting luxury brands like Alexander McQueen and Burberry, where clear, confident delivery is a must. Fans love how poised she sounds, even though she admits she feels more natural speaking Korean. Most recently, she's stepping into a new global spotlight with her Disney Plus drama, Tempest, where she plays a skilled diplomat. The role naturally requires her to communicate in English during high-stakes negotiations and international scenes, giving her the perfect opportunity to showcase her bilingual skills in a polished, story-driven way. 17. Choi Soo-young.
No. I don't want anyone to touch me right now.
It's okay. You're safe now. It's fine.
She's not just a beloved Girls' Generation member and talented actress, Choi Soo-young is also seriously good at English. Fans have noticed her smooth English for years through interviews and global promotions, but now that skill is paying off in a huge way.
When I first read the script, I was instantly drawn to the story.
Soo-young is officially making her Hollywood debut in the action thriller Ballerina, set in the John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum timeline. She plays Katla Park, the daughter of a Ruska Roma ally, and the role is already generating buzz. What's impressive is that she laid the groundwork years ago during her Idol days, diligently studying English for worldwide promotions and fan interactions. At the time, it just seemed like part of the job, but now it's what helped her step confidently into Hollywood. 16. Park Eun-seok.
What in the world is going on, Mr. Ju? Were you trying to put up a fake collateral by claiming your living daughter was dead? And this isn't even your property?
Best known for stealing the spotlight in The Penthouse, Park Eun-seok is actually a native-level English speaker. Born in Seoul in 1984, he immigrated to Long Island, New York as a child and grew up there. That's why his English carries an authentic New Yorker vibe, confident, smooth, and a little rugged. Fans were stunned when they first heard him speak in English scenes from The Penthouse, realizing the unhinged villain could sound like someone straight out of Manhattan. 15. Shin Se-kyung.
Just because they can speak English doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. And anyway, aren't you the one who forced us to keep shooting without the actor's approval?
Born and raised in Seoul, Shin Se-kyung might not have lived abroad, but don't let that fool you. Her English is seriously impressive. She's one of the few Korean actors who can hold a full, natural conversation in English without it sounding forced. Proof? Check out Pocha Beyond Borders, where she spent the entire day chatting with international customers about Korean street food like it was nothing. Fans also praised her English lines in Run On, especially a scene where she sassily calls out a rude foreigner. No stiffness, no awkward pauses, just confident, natural English that showed off her sharp wit. 14. Suk-ku.
Some vacation days saved up. Never been to Paris? I've heard people fall in love here all the time.
Suk-ku, born in Daegu in 1983, is one of Korea's most versatile actors and fluent in English thanks to spending over a decade abroad. He even majored in film at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. Fans first noticed his English in Netflix's Sense8, and he's since shown it off in interviews. What's fun is how different his vibe feels in English: smooth, boyishly sexy, and effortlessly charming. Pair that with his brilliant performances in My Liberation Notes, DP, and The Roundup, and it's no wonder he's one of Korea's most magnetic stars. 13. Park Min-young.
And excuse me? You gotta practice your accent. I almost didn't get it.
Park Min-young may be the undisputed queen of rom-coms with hits like What's Wrong with Secretary Kim and Her Private Life, but here's a twist. She's also fluent in English. While many fans didn't know about her skills, she actually showcased them in the drama Love Contract, where she puts a bully in their place with sharp English lines. She studied abroad as an exchange student in high school, picking up natural conversational English while overseas. Fun fact, she even has an English name, Rachel. Fans are always shocked when Park Min-young slips into English. She's the same graceful rom-com queen we know, just with a bilingual twist. 12. Si-wan.
But if I have to say, the game of Squid Game Season 3 is gonna way harder than Squid Game Season 2.
Born in Busan in 1988, Si-wan is already admired for his chameleon-like acting range. But here's something fans might not expect. He's actually fluent in English, and the way he learned it makes him even more impressive. Unlike many Korean actors who studied abroad, Si-wan is completely self-taught. In a casual interview, he even revealed that he's diligently working on his English with the goal of acting in Hollywood and American dramas someday. 11. Kim Min-ha.
Welcome to The Late Show. Nice to have you here.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
This is your first late night talk show appearance, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Kim Min-ha is easily one of the freshest faces in the K-drama industry, but she already made a lasting impression with her breakout role as Sunja in Pachinko. And here's what fans quickly noticed besides her talent in acting. Her English is so good, like unexpectedly good. What makes it even cooler is that Min-ha didn't grow up abroad or have a bilingual family. She was born and raised in Seoul, and as a kid, she was actually really shy. But her parents pushed her out of her comfort zone, enrolling her in English academies and even sending her to Palm Springs, California, when she was just 10. What she thought was a short vacation turned out to be 4 months of school, and that's where she really had to learn fast. Imagine little Min-ha with her dictionary, picking up new words every day until English just clicked. Now fast forward to the Pachinko press tour. Her fluent, natural English had international fans doing a double take.
I really want to explain her by 2 words that she is fragile and also resilient.
It wasn't stiff or memorized. It was confident, warm, and totally relatable. That, paired with her authentic screen presence, makes it feel like global projects are already on her horizon. 10. Taec-yeon.
Amazing. Brilliant. I love it.
Taec-yeon might be stealing hearts these days, as both a powerhouse 2 p.m. idol and a charismatic actor. But did you know he's actually really good at English? When he was just 10, he moved to Bedford, Massachusetts and spent about 7 years there. So, yes, he basically grew up with that smooth, confident, all-American vibe. And honestly, fans can't get enough of it. Whether it's in interviews, variety shows, or even when he casually drops English into conversations, people always gush about how natural and effortless he sounds. What makes it even better is how his English gives him this approachable boy-next-door charm, but then he pairs it with that signature Taec-yeon charisma. 9. Hyo-joo.
No one. I speak English.
Hyo-joo is already a household name in Korea, thanks to iconic dramas like Dong-yi, W2 Worlds, and Happiness. But what makes her even more remarkable is her language ability. She made her Hollywood debut in Treadstone, and before jumping in, she even worked with a language coach to sharpen her English. And trust me, the effort shows. In interviews, her English feels supernatural, easy, confident, and paired with her usual charm. You can tell she's comfortable switching languages on the spot. What makes it even cooler is that she's not only worked across Korean and Hollywood productions, but also in Japan. She's able to jump between 3 languages like it's no big deal, and fans love how flawlessly she does it. 8. Park Bo-gum.
I like how you blended the basic questions of what it means to be human.
Park Bo-gum is already known as one of Korea's most beloved actors, thanks to dramas like Love in the Moonlight, When Life Gives You Tangerines, and Good Boy. But here's something not everyone realizes. Bo-gum is also surprisingly good at English. He's not a native speaker, but fans have been wowed by how natural and smooth he sounds whenever he switches to English in interviews, fan meetings, or while traveling abroad.
I'm having my Asia tour itself
is an unforgettable experience.
Whether he's greeting international fans or answering questions in English, his pronunciation is clear, his delivery confident, and his smile makes it even more charming. What's really fun is how his personality comes through, no matter what language he's speaking. In Korean, he's thoughtful. In English, that same energy translates into this gentle, approachable vibe that instantly wins people over. 7. Moon Ga-young.
What is your most memorable drama character? What's your favorite Korean food? What is your most favorite activity to chilling in home?
Born in Karlsruhe, Germany in 1996, Moon Ga-young grew up in a multilingual environment before moving to Korea with her family at the age of 10. Because of her childhood in Germany, she became fluent in Korean, German, and English, making her one of the few trilingual Korean actresses in the industry.
Ich werde alles tun, dir zu helfen. 내가 너를 도와주겠다.
Because she spent her early years in Germany, she has this graceful cosmopolitan charm, like she could just as easily film in Seoul, Berlin, or New York without missing a beat. Fans love how approachable and genuine she feels, whether she's speaking Korean or English. And doesn't the thought of Moon Ga-young leading a global Netflix rom-com sound like a dream waiting to happen? 6. On Hyo-seop.
Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I made a call to the marketing manager in China. Yes, you can finalize the rest. Okay.
Born in Seoul in 1995, An Hyo-seop might be one of today's most swoon-worthy K-drama male leads. But here's something fans love to discover. He's actually really good at English. When he was just 7, his family moved to Toronto, Canada, and he ended up living there for almost a decade. That's why his English doesn't sound stiff or textbook. It's totally natural, like someone who grew up speaking it every day. In interviews, fans always get a kick out of how smoothly he switches between Korean and English, with this calm, confident vibe that makes him even more charming. Some even say his voice feels different in English, like a mix of effortless cool and that soft-spoken warmth he's known for. And of course, while he's stolen plenty of hearts in Business Proposal, A Time Called You, and Dr. Romantic 3, his English skills are also opening global doors, like his voice acting debut in Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters.
I thought the mannequin was gonna be a fun icebreaker, but I see I was wrong. Whoa.
5. Park Gyu-young.
But I just had to focus on the character and focus on the stories, and the story goes on, and I could portray my character.
Born in Busan in 1993, Park Gyu-young has quickly become a rising star thanks to standout roles in It's Okay to Not Be Okay, Sweet Home, Celebrity, and A Good Day to Be a Dog. But here's something fans didn't expect. She's actually fluent in English. Most people only realized it during the Squid Game Season 3 press interviews, where she completely stole the spotlight.
Perspective and the point of view of the pink guards, because my character I thought that my character was one of the players.
Instead of sticking to simple greetings, she answered in full, thoughtful English. Smooth, natural, and way beyond the usual memorized lines we often hear from K-drama stars. Fans were blown away, praising not just her fluency, but also the confidence and intelligence behind her answers. 4. Choi Woo-shik.
They're pretty old, huh? It wouldn't be so strange if they just died.
Choi Woo-shik isn't just one of Korea's most versatile actors. He's a true global star who can switch between English and Korean with complete ease. Born in Seoul in 1990, he moved to Vancouver, Canada at age 10, spending over a decade there. He switches charmingly between English and Korean, with that warm, laid-back vibe fans love. And he's put that fluency to work in his career. In Bong Joon-ho's Okja, he delivered English lines as part of the international cast. In The Witch, Part 1. The subversion, his English added to the mysterious, unsettling aura of his character. Fans also see it firsthand in interviews, where his bilingual skills shine. Most recently, he sat down with the Mickey 17 cast, Mark Ruffalo, Steven Yeun, and Naomi Aki, interviewing them entirely in English.
So have you guys tried any Korean drinks before?
Soju. The clip went viral, with fans raving about how confident and charismatic he was, holding his own alongside Hollywood veterans like it was second nature. 3. Lee Byung-hun.
As you just said, I've been acting for more than 30 years, and I also participated in some Hollywood blockbuster project.
Lee Byung-hun is one of Korea's biggest global stars, and a huge part of that is his really impressive English. Born in Seoul in 1970, he grew up and studied entirely in Korea. But when Hollywood came calling, he put in the work to sharpen his English. That effort helped him build something pretty rare, a career that's lasted decades across both Korean and US projects. Fans have seen his fluency in action in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and G.I. Joe, Retaliation, where he played the iconic Storm Shadow, as well as Red 2 and Terminator Genesis. On screen, his English comes across as totally natural and confident, never forced. At the same time, he's stayed a powerhouse in Korea with shows and movies like Inside Men, which won him Best Actor at the Grand Bell Awards, and Mr. Sunshine on TVN and Netflix. Of course, global audiences also know him as the mysterious frontman in Squid Game, and he's not slowing down. Most recently, he starred in Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice, which premiered at the Venice Film Festival. It's just another reminder that he can bounce between Hollywood and K-dramas like it's nothing. That's global star power. 2. Bae Doona.
Papa Service have just one possible future.
You mean exaltation?
Bae Doona isn't just one of Korea's most respected actresses, she's also one of the very few who've managed to build a truly global career. Born in Seoul in 1979, Doona didn't actually grow up abroad, but you'd never know it from her English. She picked it up later in life, studying during stints in London and pushing herself to improve while working with Western directors. Her big English language breakthrough came in Cloud Atlas, where she played the unforgettable Sonmi 451. To nail the role, she recorded demo tapes, worked through long English scripts, and immersed herself in the language until it felt natural. From there, she went on to star in the Netflix cult hit Sense8, where she switches between Korean and English so seamlessly that international fans often forget she didn't grow up bilingual. What makes Doona stand out is how open she's been about the process. She admits her English wasn't perfect at first, but she kept learning, kept practicing, and kept working outside Korea until she found her rhythm. And today, whether in interviews or on screen, her English feels confident, grounded, and graceful. 1. Ma Dong-seok.
Entered global earthquake 3 days ago.
Oh, that's what it was. I thought I was drunk.
Did you know Korea's ultimate tough guy, Ma Dong-seok, better known internationally as Don Lee, actually holds American citizenship? Born in Seoul, he moved to the US as a teen, became a naturalized US citizen, and even studied at Columbus State Community College in Ohio before returning to Korea. That time in the States gave him a real edge. He's fluent and totally functional in English. But here's the interesting part. He's admitted himself that while he can memorize lines and deliver them like a pro, he doesn't think he speaks English like a Native American. Still, fans who've seen him in English interviews, like during Marvel's Eternals press tour, know just how smooth and confident he can be.
I myself actually a huge fan of Marvel, so I'm very excited.
And it's not just interviews, he slipped English into roles too, like in One-on-One, and of course went full Hollywood as Gilgamesh in Marvel's Eternals, holding his own alongside an all-English-speaking cast, including Hollywood stars Angelina Jolie and Richard Madden. And there you have it, 18 Korean actors who can switch into English so naturally it almost feels unfair. Which one surprised you the most? And who do you think should be on this list next? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your picks. And if you thought this was surprising, wait until you see what some Korean actors are secretly doing outside the spotlight. Click on this video right here. You won't believe it.